Hey, everybody, and welcome to another XP Network Spotlight live stream. I'm Jason Haransky, CEO of XP Network, and I'm here with Michael Ciravelli, the events manager of Catalyst Game Labs and head of the demo team. Before we get started, don't forget to scan the QR code below. Get your 500 bonus points, and you definitely want to sign up for this event if you haven't already. Join the event in XP Network and scan the QR code to get a chance to win 5,000 bonus XP. Let's see. Don't forget to post your Q&A questions at the bottom. We will get to Q&A here at the end of today's stream. A little bit about XP Network. If you're new to the platform, this is where you get your rewards, your loyalty points, and achievements for interacting with your favorite game stores, publishers, and organizations. Don't forget to use your XP. I have to say, Catalyst has been extremely generous. Not only do they give out a ton of XP, like I think if you did all the events this week and did all of the little mini quests, you get like over $10 of credit. I think it's $12 of credit at the Catalyst Game Lab store. You can also win another like $10 of credit on this spin. So don't forget to sign up and get a chance to get on the wheel at the end of today's stream. We have the XP wallet is live. You can see Catalyst Game Labs points. Modifius is coming next year, so look out for that one. We've got Wise Wizards next year, and Trivium. Those are all going to be the start of next year's live streams. We only have one more live stream left for this year as a publisher after Catalyst Game Labs. That is Weird Games. If you haven't played weird miniature stuff, really cool stuff. We have the event calendar and events and tournaments and everything else, free software when you're on XP Network, news and notifications. Be sure to follow and like Catalyst Game Labs if you haven't already, so you can get their news and notifications. They will be continuing to give out XP for special events and things like that. We have tournaments and ticketing. I mentioned we give out achievements. Those achievements often come with XP. So be sure to go to your profile and see what kind of achievements you've earned and what kind of XP you've earned to go spend on those local stores and hobby publishers. XP Network is the primary location where you can get all your XP and spend it in one spot. Catalyst Games does have one item on the XP Network store, the BattleTech bottle opener dog tag. You can get that. I believe if you've done all the events this week, you can get half of it for free already. If you save up, you can get the whole thing for free from the XP Network store. Remember, our store is currently the highest priced XP value, and every publisher and every retailer does get to set their own value for their XP, so they do vary. Leagues and leaderboards are coming soon. I got to see the demo of that today from our development team. It is looking pretty spicy. I'm really excited to see people and what they can do with leagues. XP Network's a really interesting platform because the more creative you are, the more this platform can offer you. So game stores, organizers, don't forget to sign up. And let's go into Michael. What do you do? Who are you?
Well, I appreciate it, Jason. Thank you as always. I am the events manager for Catalyst Game Labs. I'm also the head of Catalyst Demo Teams, the independent 5,000 members strong and growing demo team for all of Catalyst Game Labs. We've got agents in nearly every country, nearly every continent. I'm never quite sure if we get Antarctica or not. Depends on people and their vacations. But we do a ton of events for Catalyst. We are also, being one of the largest independent demo teams, one of the great ways for people to get involved with Catalyst and some of our best known products and lines, such as BattleTech, Shadowrun, Leviathans. In the before time, I was just a really cool super fan who loved playing competitively. I became an agent later on, and then they went a little crazy and let me start writing novels, which of course we know is a terrible, terrible idea. But it seems to have gone pretty well. But on my day-to-day, I help deal with most of our events and conventions. We're going to somewhere between 5 and 10 tier 1 big conventions all over the world. And we are up to something like 60 smaller conventions all over the place. I think we just signed like 4 more. I don't know where I'm going to sleep. But that is always fun and exciting. But I have lovely agents of all types and locations who are running events nearly every day. As you've seen, a lot of them have already joined XP Network. We are so excited. We legitimately have had a great program that has changed quite a bit over the years as technology improves, but this was the dream. This is exactly what we've been looking for so long, a way to get back to our roots. When we had our cool Firebase program, where all of our best-selling stores could work with us, we'd have agents at most of them, prize support coming out nearly weekly, and so we could really support all of our events and teach new people as they came through the door without having to worry about anything else. You didn't need to remember a pencil, you didn't need to remember a mech, you didn't need to remember a record sheet. We had that all for you and the way to grow. Not to mention, for our more competitive players, events and groups and mercenary units that went on for years. I live in upstate New York myself. We boasted a mercenary group that was going for nearly 4.5 years nonstop, every week. Now, this thing got beaten up a lot, but at that same point, we had the great opportunity as we go into the age of the mercenary again, we're really having some fun with league play, tournament play. We were looking at the much heralded return of the worldwide event, when we can actually now have the infrastructure, thanks to XP Network, to really show our leaderboard, to show our victories, and those times that happen beyond it. And for some of us who've got that longer memory of 17 years or more, remembering events like the magical Monte Diablo, where you had to earn that badge. You fought tooth and nail, inch by inch, to be remembered, and you wore it as a badge of honor. Only the first of many, I know, and your team has been so great. I can't thank Shane and your entire crew so much for all their hard work in really giving us the infrastructure and the tools we need. And I think we talked about this the other day, the opportunity to build back up. We used to have a great prize support program for our agents where we'd give away a lot of PDF items. That, due to technology and everything else, eventually morphed into we just gave most of our agents those things as they came up, which is cool. But now we've had the opportunity to do something we've really not been able to do in decades, which is give away physical product. As you said, with XP Network points, you can buy stuff off the Catalyst Game Lab store or through XP Network. You can use your points. If you're an agent, you can also use your agent discount, assuming you have synced up both of those. Agents, remember, don't call me until you've synced up both. You don't know how yet, but I'll tell you how. But all of those things are great. And once again, you can benefit from this. You can get the new material. You can be on the cutting edge. And it's once again our thank you. As you saw, what did you say earlier? We gave away how many points so far this week?
Catalyst Game Labs has given over 1 million XP out this week, which is by far the most I've seen ever given out. So, I mean, the platform's not that old, but that is a lot. It's very generous. Be sure to use those points, everybody. You can get a lot of cool stuff from the Catalyst store or from the XP store.
And I think all of your different companies have different exchange rates and everything else, but I'm fairly sure, if I remember, Catalyst has one of the most ambitious exchange rates right there. We want to give away stuff. We want to support our agents. We want to support our fans. We want to support everyone. Legitimately, the major reason, there are lots of great reasons to play with XP Network, but at that same point, even if you've got no other reason, let us give you things. Let us support you, and let us help you with your terrible gaming problem that you don't have enough stuff, because we want you to have stuff. We're always
that shouldn't be the problem.
Very cool.
You should always get more stuff, but it should also be pretty easy to do. On the back end, as a former publisher myself, all of the spreadsheets and analytics and organized play teams and demo teams that are in the company itself that now have this tool that don't have to do infinite spreadsheets and email confirmations and looking at pictures to see if people showed up to an event or not. I'm just so glad that we were able to make this a reality for us even. And shout outs to you all for working so closely with us to build such a great product for publishers, organizers, and retailers. And obviously for players. Players get the most out of this because it doesn't cost anything and you just get free things. So go play your games and get points. Don't forget your Q&A below too. We're going to get to that here soon.
Well, also, what's really important there, Jason, is we've gotten a lot of questions on the agent side of, oh, do I really want to sign up for another thing? Because a lot of companies do have their own systems for running tournaments and everything else, which is absolutely valid. The last thing I need is another password and username for anything else in this world. I don't care if my computer keeps them all. But it's very, very important to be able, even just for our points, as one of the largest demo teams, to be able to track, even if just my agents track who comes in. So we have the purposes of, hey, we had 25 individual players. We don't need your individual information. You guys were incredibly responsive for us when we had some people who may not want to sign up. They may not want the points. They just want to come and play a game. That is very valid. Once again, we don't want to mandate anything. We want to make people's lives easier. But it makes my life incredibly easy when I can say, hey, I'm at a brand new convention right here. How many people did we walk through the door? How many people played at our tables? Those numbers are rising every year, and it's great to see.
You reminded me of a whole bunch of things while you were talking. You mentioned leaderboards. We're building leaderboards for you guys right now, make all of that easier to track. Today, we started the Discord integration, so you'll be able to log in with Discord here shortly, hopefully, before the end of the year, ideally. So we have Google, Apple login, and now Discord will be coming. And then I can't even read my own handwriting.
Welcome to my world.
Oh, private invites. We have a way to invite people to private events now that don't necessarily have to be publicly viewed. Now that's not launched yet either. We're still doing all this in testing, but we take all your feedback from not only Catalyst and our publishing partners, but everybody. Be sure to get in the Discord. Give us all the feedback you can possibly give us. We are building this for the community. This is all about keeping communities there and growing, and excited to continue to play. So yeah, before we get into Q&A, I have quite a few questions already. Anything else you want to finish on? I know we're giving away a lot of points. Remember, don't forget to scan the QR code and sign up for your chance to get 5,000 bonus XP to the Catalyst Games Game Labs store. You can also use that on XP Network, as I mentioned before.
Well, the other important thing we were talking about right before was, my hospitality background. I've been 20 years as a general manager for hotels, 25 years. Oh, man. I'm dating myself. I'm getting so old. But at that same point, one of the great things about hospitality, one of the things that really inspired me about XP Network is that you've never said no to me. It's no matter what crazy stuff I pulled out at 2:00 in the morning. I want a leaderboard specifically for this. I want to make sure that Shane sets it up so no matter how many points a person gets in a tournament, I get 5 more. I know we've got that set up, and he will figure it out. And that is amazing. Your team has been so responsive. It has been so much fun to work with. And it is amazing to see it feels like weeks, but it's been even less than that right there. I remember first talking about this shortly before Origins, but it's just remembering how far we've come and what a great job that everyone has done in creating this. So I'm so glad to be a part of this. Catalyst is so happy to be a part of this. CDT is so proud to be a part of this. And thank you for giving us the opportunity.
Yeah, I think we're 8 weeks into the live beta. Technically, it launched at Origins, and then we started doing publisher spotlights. I think you're the 8th one. So yeah, it has not been a long road publicly viewing, but we have been building this for about 2.5 years in the background, getting all this set up. And it is very complicated to make sure we have tournament software for Swiss and double elimination, single elimination, and any other special things, leagues, leaderboards, points, integration to Shopify, integration to video games. Don't forget to download Ponga Champions on iOS. Android is coming soon. We do have an Android team hired, and the Android Ponga Champions will be coming soon. We'll make that announcement when it's ready. But yeah, it's been a dream in progress to get all this going, and we've needed this centralized hub for such a long time in tabletop. Forgetting about video games and any other type of event you can do on XP Network. I did my gender reveal party for my baby. I've told many people I bribed my wife to walk 5 miles with me to get 5 XP and get an achievement. You can use XP in a lot of creative ways, but it has been a lot of work in the background. She loves it when I tell that story, by the way. She's probably watching right now. A lot of work in the background and much more to come. And we're going to keep building for you guys day after day, week after week, year after year. You ready for question number 1?
Boom, let's go.
All right. When can agents join the CDT organization on XPN so they can finally host events on behalf of CDT? Currently, I only see 2 people posting events on behalf of CDT. Why not more? I'll get to, there's another part to this question, but we'll stop there.
That part right there is one of the big goals we were doing for this week, is just getting everyone signed up. Once again, yes, I want you to put those invites in, and I already know many of you have already reached out to Shane and the tech team who've been putting people in as organizers and things. That is wonderful. They are trying to do as many trainings as they can. Just give us till next week, and then we will start having some separate training so we can get everyone caught up. But once again, we've already got a few on there who jumped the gun, which is great. Always good. Love that ambition. But no, we definitely are hoping to have it rolled out so we can start inviting people straight into the CDT, even after you've signed up for next week. And the plan is January 1, we are going fully live. Now, we're not going to mandate you need to use XP Network. That's a big question we get regularly right there. We want you to use XP Network. I highly recommend you use XP Network. But as of January 1, for CDT and for Catalyst, XP Network is a fully valid, fully recommended, fully usable system, and we want you running events there. Whether you're a store, whether you're a gamer, whether you're an agent, anything, we want you using XP Network.
That's amazing. You answered the second part of the question, is when. So perfect.
Yes.
Perfect. So ready for question 2. How will XP Network / CDT events work with conventions that already have ticketed CDT events, Gen Con, Origins, local cons, etc.?
Benefits right there. Once again, we are not trying to replace what the conventions have. We do not want to make anything more difficult right there. What it does do is there will also be opportunities for all of these tickets so that you can earn XP points. Once again, if you've already signed up, if you already followed the ticketing process for the convention itself, Gen Con, Origins, any of those right there, that is exactly what you do. We are not taking away from that whatsoever. What we are doing is we also want you to sign up on XP Network. So we know how to communicate with you if you wish. Once again, you've got options to be a guest as well, but we want you to be able to get points, and we want to give you things. That makes me feel so great. And one of the reasons we've given away so many points is to say, hey, you sat down at our table, let's give you something. Not only just at the time, because you know I give away a lot of free stuff when I pass by the table, but also when you get home, so you feel, I want to play BattleTech again, which everyone should feel like anyway, or Leviathans, or Shadowrun, or whatever's coming down the road.
That's awesome. Yeah, you have some good games coming down the road, like My Hero Academia.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one.
They're upset Randall's not here to talk about that.
Yeah, yeah. To answer a little bit more, we did support all of our publishers at Origins this year with mini quests. So in addition to the side events and general badges and everything people were doing at Origins, all of our publishing partners were doing mini quests where you could go and get free stuff by signing up for the event, doing a demo, or joining a Kickstarter follow list or mailing list. There's different quests that they did. Most of them would go do a demo unless the publisher wasn't there. And then they could go earn XP and then go immediately redeem it at our prize wall, which is another really cool thing, because our ticketing is set up so you can do turnstile, where you go in and out the door as much as you want, or one-time use, so you can restrict people from getting a prize more than once. It's really cool.
Question. I'm knocking down the doors for a few of these other companies to bring them on too, because I want free stuff from them. Come on, guys, join the party. So.
Yeah, we're getting more and more. And yeah, don't forget to remind your local hobby shops, because you can also get achievements from your hobby shops. Your hobby shops can get prize support and demo material and point of sale, window clings, all this stuff directly from your publishers through XP Network. Just like the demo agents will get, some special XP that way. It's a really cool platform if you are just wanting to get involved and build your community. Remind your hobby shops, because you can get more points from them, and Catalyst will support you there too. How long do these XP points hang around for? There is no plan to ever burn XP for any reason. So if they're in your account, you have the XP. The values are all determined by the publishers and retailers and organizations. So while you have XP, you have XP. You can save it up for something big, or you can spend it as you go to the store every day. That's totally up to you guys. I guess I answered your own question there. Will CGL be allowing local game stores to post brand-linked events?
I'm not quite sure I understand the question.
I don't know if I understand that question either. Maybe they mean official events?
Well, stores can always do official events. Once again, but if they mean non-CDT events, Absolutely. If your store wants to just do a BattleTech event and you don't have a demo team presence, that is absolutely understandable too. We know a lot of groups, a lot of stores, and a lot of leagues who do wonderful stuff. We've got some groups, some of our various divisions have been going for longer than there was actually a Catalyst demo team. There were a few, we've still got a few FOSSA agents, we got a few Fan Pro agents, and we've got one guy who I'm quite convinced thinks that he built BattleTech. Actually, I think there's several people like that, but still, they're playing and they're still out of their actual stores. I love them all. Keep playing. Once again, as Lauren Coleman, my brave CEO, loves to say, these games are for everyone. However you want to play, we want to be there for you.
And before we get into question number 5, I'm going to leave a hint because you brought up all the cool games and how long you guys have been doing this and how long BattleTech's been around even before Catalyst. We do have a pretty cool announcement coming up next year in the video game section in partnership with Catalyst Game Labs that I'm not going to say too much about, but it is super, super exciting. And the whole community can get involved in that next year, starting, I'm guessing, in January. So stay tuned to some news there. Speaking of news, will we be getting an email to get us set up to use XPN as an organizer?
Yes, we will definitely. That goes along with the thought process. I'm hoping that's going to be next week when I finally get to sleep after this exciting week. But once again, definitely before January 1st, and hopefully before all the various things that are happening in December. I know there's a bunch of holidays. Some of us are expecting children, so there's going to be a lot of stuff going on this month. But no, we want to get you all set because January 1, I want everybody's lives to be easier. And like we said before, you've got a great team. If somebody's got an event this week or this weekend and they really, such as a big convention like KSAG, that I know is going to be highlighting XPN. If you need to learn and need to do stuff in a rush, let me know. Let the wonderful XP Network team know. Shane doesn't need to sleep. We've got this. We'll get you trained up and we'll get you live.
You're totally right about that. So Shane pulled 2 all-nighters in a row for your week this week because he's that dedicated to the Catalyst Spotlight Week. And in the same week, Josh, who's also on the back end of our call here, was driving a box truck for 2 days from an event we were doing in North Carolina. So we're partnered with some of the wrestling promotions. And so they were doing an XP Network promotion there. And we have some other cool partnerships outside of the traditional tabletop. But yeah, this team is very, very dedicated to you all. Be sure to join the Discord if you haven't already, the XP Network Discord. We will answer a lot of questions there for you. We'll help you get set up if you want to be an organizer, if you want to represent your local hobby shop and become a volunteer, or if you're a staff member at a local hobby shop, you can get all those permissions to run events, run tournaments, run leagues, get achievements, and promote those stores. So we really encourage that. Be part of the Discord community. It's a lot. We have more questions now. What are you doing? What are you doing with the players in row? XPN Shop is only available in the US, or will you be signing contracts with shipping companies in the future and offering IOSS for Europe, for example? Right now, I think these are 2 different questions, but we do intend to just ship worldwide. So we don't have a specific fulfillment company. It might end up being not ideal for tariffs or VAT or taxes or duties, depending on where you live. But we don't intend to block anyone from getting anything from the XP Network official store. Catalyst is completely up to whatever the normal Catalyst rules are. And same thing for every other publisher and every other retailer. If they ship in your region, they ship in your region. I think it says, what are you doing with the players in row? Maybe ROW. They might be meaning row wrestling, but I'm not entirely sure. So maybe we can get some clarification on that question. Next one, possible exclusive XPN CGL merch items in the future.
From your lips to Randall's ears right there. Oh, we've always got some fun stuff coming right now. I know we've got some Barnes & Noble exclusives, Elysian Lancers, some other stuff, some other fun stuff that came through. I think 21st Centauri is already out there. But no, I am a huge fan of prize support, and I'm a huge fan of when we do fun little things like for various groups with special necks and things. I'm sure I could convince them to do something else. Maybe there's a few of these things already on the way. You'll have to stay tuned and keep watching.
You know, we might want to talk after the stream at some point about doing some cross promotion like hats and hoodies and things, because we have some really cool XP swag. Maybe we do like a cross logo or something. Like, we have to talk to Lauren, I'm sure, about all this for approvals, but that could be a really cool thing. Good
What I heard
suggestion.
you actually say there, Jason, was XP Network Force Pack with 4 mechs in it. I absolutely think that's a great.
That would be amazing. That one seems like a hard one to convince Lauren of, but it would be awesome. And you know what? That one might also be tough for the licensing side, but I would love it. Maybe they're not official BattleTech mechs, but they are XP mechs, and they have
We can
same
put
size and kind of generic look of the system. But we might be able to figure something out. When can we expect CGL to start hosting their own dedicated conventions or events?
The magical con that we've been talking about for so long. We actually have been talking about this quite a bit right now. Once again, some Catalyst adjacent cons like mech cons were very, very popular for quite some time. We've also been doing our Kerensky cons for our Kerensky backers, for all of our Kickstarters. I wonder when the next Kickstarter will come down the road for more of those. But yes, no, we love doing this on a smaller scale. And I will say that we've definitely been talking about it on a larger scale. We'd love to get more of our fans out here, specifically to play some of our games and to do some of these fantastic tournaments and competitions that you can only do at some of our tier 1 conventions, like the Trial of Bloodname or some of the Solaris Motley Challenge. So I love that idea.
Awesome. I just got word that RO means rest of world, and I think I answered that one. We aren't restricting shipping per se unless we just can't ship to you. Like I said, every publisher and retailer ships wherever they already ship. So it looks like we have 4 minutes till the big giant wheel spin. So be sure this is your last chance to scan the QR code below. Make sure you're signed up for this event so you get your chance at 5,000 bonus XP. Everyone viewing, check out that Catalyst Game Lab store. You can go on the shop and link directly to their Shopify store from XP Network, or you can go to catalystgamelabs.com, and I believe the shop is just the shop button. You can use your XP there. Don't forget to sign in to XP Network every time you're in that store, because you can earn loyalty points here soon. I think as soon as January, you'll be able to earn points just from purchasing product as well. So participation in events, tournaments, and purchasing gets you more free swag from the Catalyst Game Lab store. So without further ado, I think we're going to go ahead and do this wheel spin. I'll give one more shout out just so you have more time to sign up. Don't forget to become an organizer, a partnered retailer, or partnered publisher. Go to the About Us section of the website at the bottom and be sure to sign up if you haven't already. We'd be happy to give you the white glove service that we give Catalyst Game Labs and get you on board and do whatever we can to help you grow your community locally. So without further ado, let's go ahead and spin this wheel. I'm going to, like usual, make a weird sound effect without seeing it. Beep, 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 ding, 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 ding.
I win.
I don't know the timing of this, but let's see. The lucky winner for today's spotlight is Fast Jack. Congratulations, Fast Jack. You just won 5,000 bonus XP to the Catalyst Game Lab store and the XP Network store. As mentioned before, Pong of Champions. Don't forget to download the iOS app. You can earn XP there just by linking your account. I believe it's 3,000 XP. It's not as generous as this 5,000 XP, but that is a limited time offer. So get on the iOS store, get Pong of Champions. It's a guy throwing a beer pong ball. It's basically our version of skee ball to earn points. That'll be coming to Android soon. Otherwise, any final words before we hit it off on the weekend?
I just really want to thank you, Jason. I want to thank you, the XPN team. Once again, all my other brothers and sisters and family members at Catalyst Game Labs and Catalyst Demo Team. And once again, to our fans, to our players, to our agents, to all our stores, and everyone who's made this opportunity possible. The only way we can keep playing these games is by sharing them with others. So thank you for making it easier for us to do that.
Thank you as well. Everybody have a great weekend. Go play some BattleTech, some Shadowrun, some Leviathans, and back some upcoming Kickstarters on Catalyst Game Labs. Over and out, everybody. Have a great weekend.
Keep rolling.